tons of government pensions and other expenses as well, still is the debt. Okay, so I'm not as worried about the debt because I think the debt is going to be handled rather quickly, and I don't just mean because of tariffs. For one, it's because of what I mentioned with like this lawsuit in 2020. I get that's only 4 trillion. Okay, the total of the people that's because that this lawsuit in 2020 against the tech and these politicians, they all settled. Clearly, they all settled. And then that's why Elon Musk sold all of his houses. That's why a ton of them sold their houses. It was to comply with the settlement here. And part of that was to comply with, because, it's whenever you do business with the Chinese, in the Chinese country, you're doing business with the Communist Party. So if you're just building some, restaurant, it's no big deal. But when you're there doing business with technology and you've had ties to government contracts, then that's a big deal. And it's said in this document. And here, up here is the link. If you copy this and paste it, it's a PDF. You can download it, and you can read all the 87 pages yourself. And I would particularly say go to page 72 of the 87 and read what that says. I would read it, but I think the video will get taken down. It's very serious. And so they clearly all made settlements. Because the link is it's a government site. It does look like that with Elon though, there was deals made, and I would imagine that's because they would need his help. So it does say his financial obligation is half of his net worth, which in 2020 would be 11.8 billion of his reported 22.6 billion. It says to ensure humanity's, I'm probably repeating this, but to ensure humanity's is safe, they're willing to mitigate in person with Elon Musk for a conclusion he would be happy with. It may be possible to withdraw financial damages from Elon Musk upon conversation, including all requests for financial damages, if he can provide a better plan for AI development and ensure he or any of his companies were never informed or not knowledge of human rights atrocities in China. Did they know that by doing business in China and providing technology, they are assisting the Chinese government in surveillance, capture, internment camps, torture, and murder? Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendant with China's mandatory consent to allow inspection of concentration camps throughout China, prison detention centers, and persecuted victims' statements with no limitations. And also wanting Musk, they want this from all of the people that settled, was to help sue or expose China's crime against humanity if there's any stonewalling or delay from China in regards to concentration camps or remains, if you know what I mean. Request to meet with Elon, remove his Tesla factory from China, and or help sue China's government and Chinese companies for IP theft and misuse of Elon Musk's ingenuity, data, and technology, and expose their concentration camps and crimes against humanity. Then it goes on to say the AI organization Cyrus Parsa and victims of persecution under certain negotiable human scenarios would consider removing all charges to Elon Musk personally and Tesla. Neuralink is a separate matter. AGI and ASI must be discussed in person. Removing all charges includes retracting punitive damages under certain conditions discussed privately with Elon Musk and Cyrus A. Parsa. So, again, you can go to the link I have it there. So the thing is this was 2020. This was, the total of this said that it was 4 trillion, okay? So that's just a drop in the bucket. Then think about how many countries have screwed America over. Trump has said that, right? These countries screwing us over. I think that then you have the tariffs. Then you have the Jeffrey Epstein thing, which you may think, oh, any money for that is just for victims. No, that was tied to the government. So the government will want their portion too. So all of that will start knocking down that trillions of dollars of debt. I'm not disagreeing. You like people saying that no, it's our money, they stole it. I totally agree. They stole our tax money and sent it all over the world. And then for the next people that it will be retiring, there's not going to be Social Security there because they've been dipping into it. That's been being said for at least a decade. So, but I don't, for those that say that, oh, well, the Corporation of America's ended, so there's no more debt, I don't think it's that simple. I really don't. I mean, I could be wrong. I just don't think it just gets wiped away. But I do think that Trump has a plan to I think it's going to I think we'll end up having a surplus and may already have one. Because I think that Trump knows what's going to be coming in. Because if you think about all the bad actors, whether it's with all this AI, and I'm sure this was just the beginning of it in 2020. There's other bad actors. I mean, Google hasn't stopped doing what they're doing. They were told in here to stop their brainwashing tactics, to stop their algorithm, what they're doing with their algorithms, everything. They haven't stopped. I mean, here, I have proof. I got this morning. This is always what happens. I said yesterday morning, they interfere, they prevent, nothing I apply for goes anywhere. That's the kind of power they have. But just go read that document and then you'll really know the kind of power these people have. But yeah, there's no reason that my application should stall. I have 13 years experience in psych. This is because of Google, and it only started happening like a little over a year ago because I speak up. And this is what the email said, but I get these all the time after I, apply for something. It seems like your recruiter has gone quiet. We're sorry that Medical Solutions recruiter at Medical Solution hasn't gotten back to you yet. Yeah, it's not Medical Solutions that's the problem. It's literally the algorithm or AI or whatever Google's using to prevent me from my applications going anywhere, because there's no reason. Before they started doing this, I could easily get a job. I have 13 years experience. I was doing 2 years of travel assignments, one after another. So this is ridiculous, but this is Google. So they clearly haven't changed their ways. Now, that said, maybe many of them were told to continue to go along with these agendas because they want to catch other people. I don't know. I'm just pulling that out of my hat. That it's not like that says in this document at all. It doesn't say that at all. But maybe, given that this was 2020 when the settlement was made, but otherwise, if they've just continued on their track, even Musk has. I mean, Musk, yeah, I mean, you could say he's helping Trump, but he's still going along with his Neuralink. He's still talking about humanoids. And maybe that's just, some people say it's a movie and this is all playing out. Maybe I have no idea. I just don't know why the movie has to take, a year. So Google, maybe, I can't imagine it would take them that long to remove their controls over everybody's data. And I mean, that's what they're doing. They're just suppressing me from getting a job, because that's how they punish you. That's why the technical revolution is one that's without bloodshed, because they just erase you. They just don't let you get a job. They just end up, you become non-existent because you can't work, you can't pay your bills, nobody's going to know what happened, it doesn't matter. So they don't have to take you out by killing you and, shooting you and having bloodshed, a war. It's a revolution by literally using a digital gulag system to do it. So, yeah, Google hasn't changed. Yeah, so hopefully they will, or somebody will make them. And if they don't, then and they agreed to this stuff, then clearly they don't want to change from their ways. And then, well, in my opinion, jail time should be looked at, right? Wouldn't you agree?